like literally sometimes the grandfather and the father and the son, and there's 3 generations now of GT riders or so, and it's kind of nice to hear these stories. So and you hear more than usual at a talk like this. Yeah,
that's mega. I mean, you talk about 3 generations of GT riders. Is it right? This is your 37th year on GT on one brand.
I know.
Dude, that's absolutely incredible. That's like
amazing.
Deserves a round of applause. I think that's so cool.
It does.
I think that, yeah.
Just me.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Sorry, that's a full round.
whenever there's a new boss coming in, I go like, oh, and by the way, I come with the inventory.
It's part of the furniture.
Yeah.
But it says something, man. It says something. I think like to remain relevant over that period of time, like that's really hard work. What do you put it down to?
Sheer luck. No, I don't know. There's some, loyalty goes both ways, and GT has been a loyal sponsor for me for a long time. And they went a bit up and down over the years, they've been sold and there was other stuff. But right now we have a whole new team and we kind of revamping the whole brand. We're going full on IBD again, like with bike shops, no discount stores and all that. And we have a brand new line of bikes coming up. We have a new boss who has a really good attitude and understands the bike industry. So, but for me, it was always like, I didn't want to go fishing around. Can I get a few more bucks here or there? I was happy with GT and I just like, it was a mutual partnership, and I think it's also, it shows a lot for GT to show that loyalty over all these years, So, I mean, the only guy I really know who has been longer with a main sponsor in the action sports world is Steve Caballero.
Yeah, who rides mountain bikes now?
Well, he rides a lot of mountain bikes, but for his sponsors, he's been with his skateboard sponsor, Paul Peralta, and with Vans tennis shoes for like I think 45 years. He just something like
That's
crazy.
Unreal.
That's cool.
I was so hyped when I found out he rode mountain bikes.
Yeah.
I used to, his shoes were like the shoes I would buy. And then I was thinking about it the other day and I clicked on his profile and he was there riding a mountain bike. He's like hitting jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
He's really into it.
I've
ridden with him a bunch of times. Yeah,
That's so sick.
yeah. We even and he's into it. He rides all the time. He's also into motocross quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he's.
How
doing
has
all.
it changed for you at GT over 37 years? And
Oh,
what does your role look like now? Because straight away you're talking about the brand as a whole. You're talking about going back into IBDs and what the plan of the brand looks like moving forward. Like, how involved are you in all that?
I'm more like on the sidelines. I'm still like really we call it an ambassador, one of the riders. Really, I still generate exposure for them. That's one of my big jobs. Obviously I don't race anymore or do any of that stuff, which I've initially done for them, but I do these adventure trips, like my urban adventures and all these other activities and PR stuff, and that still generates I create content too, and as we all know, there's no age limit to mountain biking. Yes, it's driven. The core scene is more younger generation, but if you look at the people who buy the bikes, it's often my age, my generation who spends 10,000 quid on an e-bike or go on a mountain bike holiday or do all that. And so I have a lot of long-time sponsors like Adidas and 510. I've been with them for 31 years, and Shimano I've been with over 30 years. And so a lot of my relationships are long-term, and we work together. And I think maybe part of the reason is I was lucky, or I had the vision to do a few things before other people done them, including the content creation of things and videos. But I was also maybe I didn't need babysitting. I think what sometimes sponsors tell me, they know if they don't do anything with me, I'll still make sure I'll be busy and do stuff, And
do you think that's a result of not of like sort of chilling out on competing? Do you think it's like, so you stopped competing? Did you sort of feel like you had to offer something more? Is that where the hustle came from, do you think?
It came even while I was competing. I was already doing, as a trials guy, you do trial shows and then you reach a whole different audience. And then you go again to a trials competition, and you're in the middle of some woods somewhere where no spectators and nobody is, or a downhill race even for that matter. And you know, like, and I was bringing the sport to the people, you know, and there was a time when all these sports were kind of new, these action sports, and the media was interested in that too, you know, like, I mean, you put a cross-country guy in a TV studio, he cannot really show much, but you bring a trials guy and he jumps over your furniture and does stuff, you know, and I had that kind of going for myself, and you know, like when we did my first video, that opened really my eyes, or some of these other PR stunts I done, you know, like taking my trial skills and hopping over a taxi cab in New York City for a Swatch ad. That really opened my eyes, like, to my, oh my God, you know, like, use my trial skills outside of a competition, and all of a sudden, like, you know, it's something cool and different, and you know, and from that day on, I started looking at the world with different eyes, because everything became a potential obstacle I could ride over or do a photo shoot with. And
okay.
Hey man, what an episode that was! You did amazing in it,
And so did you.
you shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah,
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah. And
So
on
they can't see me
my
now.
gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.